in the zone, 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 podcast, in the zone, in the zone, in the zone, podcast, in the zone, in the zone, in the zone, podcast, in the zone, in the zone, in the zone, podcast, in the zone, in the zone, in the zone, podcast, 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 in the zone, in the zone, in the zone, podcast, in the zone, in the zone, in the zone, podcast, in the zone, in the zone, in the zone, podcast, in the zone, in the zone, in the zone, podcast, 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 in the zone.
Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the In the Zone podcast. It is your boy, B. Foster. Brian Foster's in the building. Happy Wednesday. Hope you are having a smooth week. Hope you enjoyed our little footwork. I love theme music, you know, we got going on. We got a good one for you today. A lot of you all want to check this out. This one was brought to us by Sean. She will get her ass whooped today. I already feel it coming verbally.
It's fine.
But I'm excited to have a
Not
conversation.
super concerned.
Sean, what's going on, man?
Nothing. I'm sort of excited.
Sorta excited.
Not. Because there's no balance here. It's going to be all... It's fine, though. It's going to make for a good show.
You didn't want balance, right?
I did, actually. But the people who are balanced had other things to do. But it's fine. It's going to be a fun show regardless, so...
All right, well, let's get it.
The show is about varying opinions, so...
That's right.
We here for it.
That's right.
That's
right. First, shout
apparently
out.
we got to do our...
Shout out to our forever sponsor, Moore's Brewery.
We put you gonna have a specific allocation.
I just want one.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you, Focus.
Moore's. Thank you.
Moore's Brewery, we appreciate you. They are launching in, I think, Philly soon. They're in New York, LA. They got a couple others. I think Boston, maybe. I might be making that one up, but I'm not sure. But they are growing. They are expanding, and we love.
I think they did say they're at the Red Stadium.
Maybe.
I think they said that.
They grow and expand. I love black businesses doing their thing. So we love and support you as you love and support us. Let's get our guests introduced and let's get into it. On my right, He popped his in his own cherry about a month or two ago.
Jesus Christ.
And he is back. He is back soon. He is He is a familiar face in the chats, and now he will be a familiar face on the show. My boy Clarence, what's happening, brother?
How's it going?
It's going good.
I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
Ready. All right. And then on my far left, look.
Already, we starting already.
Our boy KD couldn't make it today. He had something else that popped up, so hope everything's happening well for him. But if you got two dirtbags on the show, you got to replace a dirtbag with a dirtbag. So we brought one of your favorites back. Our boy Jay, what's going on?
Hello.
That's true. They were having a all angrily like, if Javen's not on, we're boycotting. So.
Well, there you go. Javen is back. We'll see if he touches a breast today.
I speak for the people. Not today. You know what I'm saying?
Just notice who brought that up.
You know
It
what?
was not me.
Oh, it was definitely me. All right, Sean, let's get it.
So first, thank you all for coming. I already know how this is going to go, but it's fine. Going to entertain the people. I only have one rule that I would like us all to agree rule. Just one. Y'all ready? No whataboutisms. We're going to actually focus on the question that's been asked and discuss that.
Okay.
Define,
when you say what about is
define that. I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
No, we both just sit here and said.
What about when women? What about when my friend in grammar school denied me? Just let's talk about the question.
Right, got you. So the question at hand, and
Let's
what you're saying
analyze
is
that.
the rebuttal should not come back with what about.
I don't have a problem with a personal anecdote, but if I'm like, I'm just gonna use an example that was fun, right? Why do men cheat? Well, why you in your feelings about it?
Okay.
Can we just answer the goddamn question?
So the response back shouldn't hear a why or what about.
Black man don't cheat.
Fine, no problem.
That's right. Black man don't
That's
cheat.
fine.
No
You can
problem.
always rebuttal with that.
No
It's fine.
problem.
Okay, understood. Agreed.
You got two good ones here for that one. I'll be honest with
But
you.
we're gonna see. We're gonna see. And I want us to start with a light one because some of these are gonna get not dark, but maybe a little bit more
Jesus,
analytical. But let's start with a lighter one. Jake, can you throw that image up for me, please? Yes.
Shorty look over.
And I will read this to you because this tickled me.
What up, Carlos?
I disagree with the notion that women can't handle the truth. Women handle the truth just fine. The problem is that we expect women to handle the truth in a way that still benefits you at her expense. I don't even know who to start with. Quite honestly.
Start with you.
I'll start with me.
Yeah, start with you.
Fine, I will
like
start. I think there is a level of truth in this.
Stupid.
I think there's a level of truth to that. I think men do have a bit of a hard time speaking to women, and you all have acknowledged that. But I do think it's more that you don't get the response you want versus dealing with the response you get. I absolutely think that's accurate. Which on some respect, I can understand if you tell her something and she has a volatile reaction, I could see you being like, whoa. But isn't the point to actually tell the truth, not get the response you want? Just to be able to have a communicative conversation?
Wait,
Wow, no rebuttals? What? Yeah, Javen, go ahead.
do you know why there are no real rebuttals that fast? Because it's like, she can't be fucking serious.
I can't be serious.
No,
Okay,
no.
this is what we're here for. Come on, let's go.
No, I'm saying, listen to what you just said.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to tell you the truth.
Okay.
What's going to happen? You tell me.
I guess it depends on what the
No,
truth
I'll
is.
tell you the truth. What's going to happen?
Tell me the truth?
Yeah.
I'm never a good example. I hate when people do that. I'm a
Jesus
bad example.
fucking Christ, dog.
No, I don't think I'm
Hey, you
but
see every man's face.
I'm
turning
not
is
a good example.
Because all of you will say the same thing.
Which is what?
You know what I'm saying? But you all show the example.
Then what?
You
is
all
the-
show the example.
What is the example?
If
Javen?
if it is too easy to offend a woman with the truth.
Okay.
Stop. Full stop.
Okay. But is the goal?
It has
okay.
nothing to do with what will benefit me. It doesn't. It
Okay.
doesn't. Because if I tell you that you fat,
Accountability.
and you fat,
We should actually analyze that for a second. But okay, I'm fat and you calling me fat and I'm fat. Okay, let's go.
how does me telling you the truth and you
Benefit.
getting mad benefit me?
No. That's not what this is saying.
What is it saying?
What it's saying is if you don't tell the truth, you don't have to deal with whatever reaction she gets because that's not the reaction you want. If you tell her the truth and she has a reaction you don't like, that's what you're trying to avoid. Is the reaction that you don't like that may make you feel uncomfortable or it makes you feel small or whatever it is that makes you feel. Because I don't want to presume, I'm just guessing here, right? But you don't want to have that reaction and you don't want to have to feel those feelings.
Okay. I mean, believe what I'm hearing right now. Wait,
too much logic in the room.
No.
I'm waiting for
too much bullshit in the room.
Yeah.
This whole statement is trash.
This is the topic.
How
that got
is
me
it
blocked,
topic?
by the way.
Yes.
I don't
say good go.
Okay. Oh God.
Just so the audience knows, Sean blocked Clarence behind this topic. Who blocked him?
I don't. That's not
Well, go ahead.
accurate. But okay.
Did you block him?
How's that not accurate?
No. Say the statement you said again.
Did you block him?
You
I'm
said
sorry.
I blocked him
Excuse
on
me.
this
Let me
topic.
rephrase.
It was about
Sean
this.
blocked Clarence.
That is fact.
In discussion of this topic.
No, that's inaccurate. The full stop is Sean blocked Clarence.
Fine.
Full stop.
Fine. Done. Go ahead, Clarence.
No whataboutisms. Like I stated when this topic came up, there are reasons why people lie.
Mm-hmm.
That was your initial demo. Say, well, what did he lie about? It depends.
Now,
Okay.
when it comes to men and women, there are times when the truth tends to have it might not have a positive reaction,
Which is what I said.
but we suffer through it just to keep a honesty. One thing about, I won't even say relationships as far as like romantic relationships, but even friendships. You want to have a level of honesty and have a level of communication where you can be straightforward with someone.
Okay.
When you have people who can't take accountability for reality, then they could be considered delusional because they want to hear. It's like when you have someone that has yes men around them, and they don't want to hear you're whack or you suck or I don't particularly vibe with what you're doing. The friends and the people in that camp are going to always cater to that person, acquiesce, because it's a safe space, because they realize the person is going to be volatile if they hear the truth. You want to be able to have someone that you communicate with, whether it's men, women, best friends, whatever. You can be honest with someone, however ugly it gets. And then if someone takes accountability, then they can say, oh, you know what? You're right. Now, the slant where it gets taken, cheating and all this other stuff, those are
That's different.
those are other moral issues.
Okay.
But on the basis of like just telling the truth and being straightforward with someone, there is nothing to gain from me saying
Nothing.
this is a reality. Let's
Okay.
understand it.
Nothing.
Okay. Brian.
How long you been married, Brian?
Almost 15.
Almost 15 years.
If you count the first one, almost 25.
And let me before you hop in, I don't, Clarence, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really think I quite tracked how what you said kind of connects to this, right? I get what you're saying, that you want to have a relationship where you can speak freely. I totally agree with that, right? I think you should have a relationship where you can speak freely, when you can say whatever's going on and they can receive that, right? I'm not quite following, how does that connect to being able to tell a woman the truth? And some men, not all, right? I don't want to do that, right? Don't feel like they can be honest because they don't want to deal with the which you said, right? You're going to get a volatile reaction. Some people are cool with that reaction. Some people are not. I want to dig into that, because I think what you're saying, I respect and I get, but how does that connect to a man not wanting to be honest because of the reaction he's going to get from a woman? Because that's what this post is saying.
I don't think he said nothing about not being honest. No.
That's kind of what I'm saying.
Well, then hold on. Let me touch on
right.
that real quick. Because the premise of this is
we
lie because it benefits us.
Right.
And the benefit may be that we're not getting the visceral reaction that might come with the truth.
Which
right?
is what I said, yes.
I'm
Yes.
That's what I'm clarifying.
Yes.
Yes, that happens. And no, we're not wrong for that. How about this? Why aren't women, since we're just talking about men and women here, more accountable for their reactions to the truth, as opposed to us having to shun the truth so we don't get a visceral reaction? You ask a question, we give you an honest answer. Only you can control your emotional response.
Okay, so let me recap. I was correct that you all are trying to avoid the response. However,
I'm not avoiding it. I'm answering the question.
But you said that's true. I said okay, we're accurate.
It's true, but it's placing the blame in our lap as opposed to taking any personal accountability on the other side.
How is that?
For how you react. You control your reactions.
Okay, so let me make sure I'm tracking.
Because you're not.
So, do you want to host?
Come on.
Oh,
now,
okay,
come
thanks.
on.
So let me make sure I'm tracking right. We're the problem statement you're trying to say here is that women are accountable, thus men can't tell the truth. Is that what I'm understanding?
What I'm saying is,
I'm trying to understand.
what I'm saying is, the statement places the blame on us
Right.
for why says that we get the benefits, and I guess this benefit is we're not gonna get the visceral reaction, right?
That's what I would deduce.
Okay, so I'm saying that if we're simply telling the truth, then women have to take some personal accountability to how they react to that truth. And if that truth is going to make some big ass gaping argument, then yes, we will avoid that argument and not tell the truth. But that the responsibility for that does lie with us because we're not addressing the thing head on. Mm-hmm. But there's a reason we're not addressing the thing head on, and you all aren't giving us a good, valid reason to do it because you are in lack of control of your emotions.
False went in. Hit the bomb.
Not everybody. Not all women.
Just some.
I'm not all women, but once you've learned that the person you're having this conversation with has these type of reactions, you're not prone to keep having that conversation.
All.
I'm not.
That's all I'm saying.
We,
in response to that question.
If we all recap what I originally said, I think at some point I said, I understand not want to deal with that reaction. Totally get that.
But where's the benefit?
But where's the accountability?
Where's the benefit? You
Yeah.
avoid the reaction. That's the benefit.
You avoid the reaction, but yet
and whatever comes behind that,
Wait a
right? I
second.
think that we also need to acknowledge somebody screaming at you, you're going to have a reaction to them screaming at you.
you say
There's a
you say
feelings
though
there.
you avoid the reaction, but
Yeah.
if you start this path, now this is the standard. And we're not looking at how that looks on how dude feel. Because I want to tell you flat out, without sugarcoating anything, this and that or whatever, but I've already seen how this is going to go.
Okay.
And this shit will eat at me all day to a volcano, maybe.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But we're not looking at it there. We're looking at the benefit right there on the microwave side. You know what I'm saying? Where honestly, that's in those situations, that's not how dudes think. Dudes think, nope, I done seen this shit 2 times. It ain't gonna happen
I'm not
3,
going
4,
down
5,
that
6,
road.
7, 8, 9. I'm gonna modify it. You know what I'm saying? To where I hope she understands this is absolute. You know what I'm saying? With the most sugary, brown sugar words I can say. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And even then, you still gonna
Dante, you
get
stupid.
just a lesser visceral reaction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all know we all kind of saying the same thing.
Not really, because you are not taking you're not looking at the other side of that as far as ladies are concerned. You're
But
saying
this is
men
not-
aren't going to tell you 100% truth because they don't want to get yelled at. But
Right.
you're not actually paying attention to why are they getting yelled for telling the truth.
But the post isn't talking about why you're getting yelled at.
No.
But I'm acknowledging. It must be because
There-
I'm a pussy or
there's-
something. I'm
Oh my
acknowledging
God.
that. I'm acknowledging that that's got to be hard. I said that in my statement.
Is it
and
harder?
I was also clear that I could understand being like, look, she gonna cry or she gonna do whatever. I'm not even fucking doing that.
If a dude cry, you gonna
fully-
stay with him? You gonna
I've seen men cry. What kind of weird question is that?
No. On something like that.
What do you mean?
On something where you're talking about
we-
honest.
We're 20 minutes in and already to whataboutism. Has a nigga
Wow.
me told
I
them the
did do
truth
that.
have a violent reaction?
Stay on me.
1,000%.
Stay
I've
on
had
me.
to do I've had to have a conversation where I've had to tell the truth and a nigga had a violent reaction. 1,000%. Whether it was crying, whether it was trying to redirect, whether it was trying to blame me in the instance, whether trying to make that shit something else. Yes,
We're not
1,000%.
answering the what isms, remember?
No.
Well, since he brought it
No,
up,
no,
let's go ahead and do
no,
that.
what
He
about
asked
it?
me- he asked me the
That was rule
question.
number one.
I said
That was rule
that's
number
my
one.
fault.
So
So you
We already what about
said
us.
that was
So
my
then
but,
ignore the what about us.
but my point is, I'm not negating the fact that you all deal with women who have violent reactions. I've acknowledged that. I have said that. Whether it's accountable or not what this post is talking about. What this is talking about is that you all are trying to avoid those reactions, which is what I said. And avoiding it allows you not to have to deal with that violent reaction. And I'm going to assume, and this is an assumption, that you have a feeling when she violently reacts, and you're also trying to avoid that. That inherently is the
I have a
business.
question.
Absolutely.
You know how they say, what's done in the dark comes to light?
Yes.
So, hypothetically speaking, if this lie that we perpetuate, because we get this benefit from telling the truth, when the lie becomes uncovered, then how is the reaction to knowing that we've lied to someone better than dealing with the reaction of the actual truth?
It's not better.
So then how will we benefit from telling the truth when we know that telling a lie is going to have an even worse outcome?
So wait. All right. You know what, Dante? You right. Let's move on. Because we are saying the same shit. Brian just said y'all lied, but y'all want to make me wrong in this. It's totally fine. Totally
The
fine.
question was asked. I gave the answer. That's all I did.
I know, and people are arguing the opposite, which is cool.
Come on.
Okay, so delusion
I hated that
number.
question anyway. Come on, let's get to the real stuff.
Let's do delusion number 2. Let's do one that, lit my little comments. Not on Superfire. It didn't go viral, but it was interesting, the comments, right? Let's go into dating.
Yep, that was gonna be my answer. What? You lie hoping that you don't get caught.
but you will get caught.
That you won't get caught, because then you have to deal with the reaction of lying. But anyway, so dating, right? The question I posed was that men exaggerate the number of women who are using them for dinner dates. I'm open for feedback. Come on, gentlemen.
No, keep going. What's
That's
the
it.
question?
That was it.
Men exaggerate
Am I wrong?
how many women are using them for dinner dates.
Yes, there is a bit of an exaggeration there. I mean, I'll shout out to Mike G, who said 7% of women do that.
How
You
many?
said 7%?
He said 70.
70%.
How many men have used?
That's because
you for-
Mike be picking them girls up at Sitco.
Hey!
You gotta stop that shit.
Hey,
Love you, Mike. Love you, Mike.
But those hot dogs, though.
That's my guy.
Okay, here the question comes. How
Question.
many Chantel has gone on dinner dates using them for dinner dates?
No, we're not.
No,
we're not.
no, sorry.
No, I'm asking you.
My bad.
How many men have used you for dinner dates?
I have no idea. Because I
That
don't
many,
think about it.
That many. They
If I
just
take
come and
somebody
go.
out to dinner, I take them out to dinner. It is what it is.
I'm sure that you haven't, but you've probably taken people out, I think, to Clarence's question. When you've taken, I don't want to get too crazy on this, but to Clarence's question, you probably only taking people out once you've had some type of established commitment or relationship.
not
or
necessarily.
You took people out on first dates?
I did once.
Once.
Yes, I
Okay.
did.
How
Wait,
old
wait, wait,
How
wait.
old are you?
Whoa.
How long ago?
What's up, Steve?
Let's go. Okay.
What's up, Steve? Let's go.
No. Part of it is just okay. If I ask you how many times men have used you for dinner dates, and your response is, I don't even think about it. Why would you think that we don't think the same?
Because you all talk about it constantly. I mean, you're in PMU. That's a regular conversation. How much you should spend on a date. The fact that women need to pay up on their own dates. How dare you tell me to take you to Cheesecake Factory?
you've only
You
done
take
it
this
once.
Fries days.
You've only done it once.
What, taking somebody on a date?
Yeah.
No. He said on a first date.
first-
on the first
Yes.
date. Okay,
A
first
date?
date.
No, I've
Correct.
taken, I don't even know how many dates I've paid for at this point in my life. But yes, this is a regular conversation about money, using men for money, using men for dates. This is a very regular conversation.
You know what I've never really understood with what she's saying, and I actually let her know this during that week. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that whole. I don't understand what dudes be talking about, but it's in your face. Whether you go to Instagram, go to Facebook, go to
TikTok.
any social media aspect, it's in your face. It's like, well, maybe in your algorithm, not, ma'am. it doesn't really matter. The idea, show me the same understanding of men demanding something or requiring something. Whoa, listen.
Please don't ask that question.
Just listen.
Please don't ask that question.
Just
Please
listen.
don't ask
Just
that question.
listen.
Please don't. Okay, come on. Ask the question.
From a woman with a motherfucker walking up to him and throwing a mic in their face. Not
on social media?
No, not nothing that you may want to pinpoint as somebody with their own agenda on their podcast talking about this or that. No. Talk about random folk walking down the street. Show me the men that have said, you know what I'm saying? No, I need blah, 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 blah. It doesn't happen.
Okay.
But folks have become millionaires of ladies saying these dynamics of what is needed and what is want. All that does is filter into anyone else under that and like, okay, well, if she want that, and I don't think she really all that, let me stop playing with folk.
Okay,
folk are not that slow.
I'm gonna ask you to take a beat, right? Can you repeat back to me what I said?
Oh, you two about to do this. Come on.
No, because I really want people to take what I actually said. I never said it doesn't happen. Those were,
you said the majority.
No, that's not what I said.
You said that men exaggerate for the most part about this understanding.
No, I said they exaggerate on the number of women that use them. That doesn't mean I did not say it doesn't happen, because it does happen.
Fine, time out. They exaggerate on the number of women that use them or the number of women that have already used them and are presenting themselves in the same manner as the ones that have used them.
Okay, that was...
No, listen to what I'm saying.
I'm trying.
All of that is the same number. Why would I go back to what I don't really want to deal with? I don't really want to deal with this. Okay. But this is what this is now.
Okay.
I'll say this, Sean. I'll say this.
Okay.
I think that I don't think the number is exaggerated but I do think this is what happens. I think men go out with somebody. Mm-hmm. There's not a second date or a third date.
Yep.
Then they say, "Oh, that bra was just trying to pimp me for a meal,"
I
as
agree.
opposed to, "Nah, bro, she just didn't like you."
I would 1,000%.
That's where I think this falls.
And then also, I do think that there are a number of women, whatever that number is, that use y'all for dates. That is not an untruth. I have gone out with men out of boredom, and I was like, I ain't got nothing to do. Let me go out with him. I absolutely have done that.
She said that.
But what I also am curious about, and I'll be clear, I always ask for a number. If I see a man like Mike G said, a whole bunch of women do it. Give me a percentage. And obviously these are anecdotal, and nobody is an anthropologist and going around doing statistics, right? But you do have a general idea of how many women are doing that to you. And the women who are honest, I'm not saying Mike G isn't honest.
She hated your number, Mike G. I mean,
70% is high.
That's crazy.
It's like 70%
is high.
But I would think like 20.
But Sean, to your point, even on that, I think that might not be high for certain people, because I also think that some men have a target on their back.
That's probably true.
And women can see that target, and they do probably get used
that's
a lot.
True.
But that's on them because you simping. I'm being frank. You simping.
Or they should just.
They could smell the simp on you, and they come out for the meals.
What does simp smell like?
I don't know. What does simp smell like?
I don't know. I only smell like pimp, so I wouldn't know.
All right, so
do women smell simp?
You can see.
Apparently so.
You don't see me.
Can I tell a man who's probably going to like dote on me? Yes, 1,000%. I can see that coming from a mile away.
I'll take.
That's what you wanted?
It's not that what I wanted. I just want an honest answer.
I only give honest answers. Now, whether y'all believe them or not is a difference.
In Lake Michigan
right.
seaweed.
Eternally, Jake.
Smells like desperation in women. Oh, interesting.
That's a great parallel.
So let me say,
Tony,
that one.
Stupid. Hey.
No, you had it, Jake. Scroll back down.
You stupid.
Right underneath.
No, go all the way down, Jay. This one? Eternally.
Below, go below.
Keep going. You missed it.
I know which one you're talking about.
Oh, my baby. Oh, there it is.
Right?
Smells like. There you go. Thank you.
That's interesting. So, eternally, I think what you're trying to say, and you can say yes in the comments, is that using men for dates is a sign of desperation, or letting women use you for dates is a
I
sign of
don't see
desperation?
or. I see.
No, I'm just asking the question.
she's trying to-
I'm
She's
asking
riffing.
the question.
My
She's
bad.
riffing.
I give her that.
Are we as a sign of desperation in women? Are we saying that using men for dates is a sign of desperation? Do you all agree? I assume that's what she is saying.
No, what she's saying, they asked what simp smells like.
Oh.
And she's saying simp smells just like desperation in women.
Oh man, that's good.
Woo!
That's
Oh
actually
my
good.
God!
That's good.
That is tough as fuck.
So wait, let's dig into that because that's good. I didn't even think about that.
Jesus.
Is there in Simps? Is there a level of desperation? Everybody knew about Tita Rita or Rita Tita, and how she got played by her husband or lied to. Maybe played is a little strong, but she definitely got
she
lied
got played.
the fuck out of her ex-husband. Is simping a level of desperation? And is there some delusion in simping? That maybe if you're so
Delusion.
nice,
It's delusion.
if you're really nice to her and you really dote on her, she'll like you. Is there a level of delusion in that?
I give you that, yo.
Yeah, this delusion and hope, you know.
I give you that.
Yeah, but absolutely there's some delusion in it because. And we'll talk about this later. But like punching out your weight class,
I give you that.
fighting out your weight
I
class.
can't wait to talk about that one.
Well,
That's
It
gonna
kinda-
be
it kinda gets
fun.
there. Yeah.
Interesting.
No, yeah, definitely.
Oh, shockingly, we all aligned. I'm shocked. All right,
Why
we ready?
are you shocked about that though?
Oh, because y'all was ready to tear me a new one. Didn't y'all start the show by saying Chantel's gonna lose? Chantel's gonna get her asshole ripped?
Well,
or
it's
something?
only because of the
I said beat
opinions
up.
that you already
Okay.
have about
Not the
certain
whole show.
things. Like,
Well, thank you. I appreciate.
There's
I
some-
appreciate being able to walk well
Ooh,
with
hold
her.
on. Put my babies up. Hey, Allie Foster.
There's some things
Simping
you
is a
have-
personality trait.
I don't
That's
know if
interesting.
I agree with that, Allie. I don't know. You mean like a personality trait, like being a narcissist or being?
So
why you gotta be a
Kind.
narcissist to be?
No,
a
I'm
simp?
just
she's saying
saying,
like a narcissist.
Oh,
Making a
got it.
comparison. Negative.
Y'all see,
Right.
That is
y'all,
interesting.
y'all see
Dude,
Jamin
well, I mean-
is ready. He like, what do you mean? Oh wait, I got back
I
up.
got you. Yeah, I mean there are some. We've all simped in some way, shape, or form. I'm sure.
Really?
Yeah,
Early in
everybody,
life,
everybody has. Every man has it. in some way, shape, or form.
Valentine's.
Yeah,
Early in
people
life,
simp.
easy.
But to be a continual simp, there's something in there
Yeah.
that's bringing that out of you.
Esteem.
I don't know if I would say it's a trait though, because I think of a trait as like kindness or thoughtfulness
Or
Simping.
simping.
or desperation. Desperation is a trait.
It's a funky cologne, babe. Desperation is a funky
I mean, you can
cologne.
smell
Is there a level of kindness in simping?
I mean,
Surely.
yeah, you have to be kind.
I think
to
it's
simp,
rooted
right?
in kindness. is
Well,
rooted in something.
well, wait. I think to Clarence's point, right? Is it really kindness or is it manipulation?
Yeah, I knew she was gonna do that.
Yes,
I knew she
because-
was
You
too.
over
I mean,
there.
I was just
like,
making
I
a
knew she
tie
was
with
gonna do that, man.
when she said the personality trait and you mentioned kindness, then that could be a parallel.
yeah, I get what you're going.
But then you took it to a whole different.
Well, because I mean that's where my brain.
Only
goes.
because the
Sorry.
idea is that
Sorry.
if a
You're
man is
kind.
kind to you, he's
Yeah.
manipulating you.
Yeah,
You
I
know
don't know.
what
I
I'm
think,
saying?
I think being so is manipulation on both ends, right? Like your kindness could be taken for granted, or you could be using your kindness to get what you want.
Well, that's what I mean. By
Yeah,
that,
I mean it could be, but I think when you simping out, I don't think it's some
you don't
some
think it's a sinister
Machiavellian
plot?
scheme to
Right.
do now. I think
No.
that's just
These
who
lamb
you are.
chops are gonna go up.
I think that's kind of who you are. How you move.
You think that's like no coming back from if like you a simp, not like you simped on occasion.
No, if you a simp.
But if you a simp forever.
I mean, hard lessons can be learned.
You
can
know what?
change,
You
sure.
know what? I'll say this. If that's what you are later in life, yeah, it's
that's
probably
right.
it's probably
Like,
a hard,
a done-
hard
past
done-
35,
Yes,
you
it
a
is.
simp
It's
forever.
probably I don't know. Most of these lessons that folks be talking about simping happen very early.
True.
30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80,
Facts.
90,
Oh, okay.
20, 24 being the after that it's like, sir, you ain't figured life out yet now.
Blame-
And that's
enjoy
all.
simping.
Blame Babyface and Keith Sweat.
I just went off a damn
Who
cliff.
is that? Who's going up
Wait,
with you?
a simp
Who's
is
going up with you?
wait.
He
A
was-
simp is as much of a predator as a wow.
What?
That is a
Like, what?
He went off a cliff.
Okay, Aaron.
wow.
All
You get
right.
in the chat and you explain that.
All right.
You got to
You
elaborate on that.
reciprocate.
Wow.
But yes, I
Can
agree.
you hop in the link? Because that is.
No, we're not.
That's
gonna-
Can I pay your
Oh,
light
that's
bill?
hilarious.
Also, Like,
I
what's
need
the
your baby.
correlation?
Like,
rent.
whoa.
I'll buy
Oh, you
your
back on
clothes.
Babyface.
We can't even mess with. I can't even touch
I'm
that.
sorry, I'm stuck on.
As soon as I get home from
touch
work,
That was tough.
I'm going. I don't know where to go after
Keith
that.
Sweat the Babyface.
Keith Sweat.
Yes, of course.
I mean,
Nobody.
What? Of course. No,
You know what, I
you're
take-
making your face, but you're still.
No, because I
going.
had to think about it for a second. Because
Yeah.
Keith Sweat is a deadbeat, so I'm going Babyface. My bad. Had to think about it for a
What
second.
we got next?
All right, so we're gonna switch gears again. Clarence,
What's up?
why are men so convinced that women are trying to dig for their gold when they ain't got no money? What is that? Obviously, we're switching gears to gold diggers.
So, you're asking why are men convinced
Yeah,
that women are trying to get them for
their money.
their money? Period.
Well, no,
Sure,
you had to add
sure.
the part.
I like
of
it. No, I
when
see where
you
he's going with
don't-
this. This
When
is
you
great.
have, I won't even say you don't have
let me
any,
fix
but when
my
you
chair.
have regular money, right? You're
What's
not
that?
Shaq. You're
What's
not
that?
ultra
What's-
wealthy.
what's-
You have a normal job.
Regular money is Shaq money?
No, she said.
Oh, wait. Wait,
you're
maybe I
not-
heard this
you
shit
said
wrong.
you're
Did
not
you not
Shaq.
live through the pandemic like everybody else?
These two. I should have put Jamin over here. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh,
So you're speaking to men who don't have money only, or men
I'm
in
not even
general?
saying that, right? Just,
That's why I said don't even add the second part.
well, no, that's important, right?
Let's hear the first part. Then we can add that on if so.
Why do men convinced that women
Why
want
are
their
men
money?
convinced that women are after them for their money when they have regular 9 to 5?
Yeah, when you have a regular salary.
You're not some super wealthy dude.
Yeah, you're not in the 1%.
I'm not sure. I don't have an answer to that.
that is
particular
not the
question.
answer.
Interesting. I did not expect
That is
that.
not the answer I was expecting from you, Clarence. You answer
have to-
everything.
No,
you
no.
answer everything.
Because it's a slanted question. So I'm
yes,
like, I don't
it
know.
is.
How to,
And
These
I
are
was
all
expecting-
slanted
I was
questions.
expecting a slanted answer.
Wait, they're
Swear
all
to
slanted
God.
questions. They're all
Swear to God.
biased questions. Just so we clear, these are all
so
slanted, biased.
are these women with regular money also, or women who are looking for these
good.
men to provide
Pretty good variable.
with their regular money to help their lifestyle or their entertainment value?
Guess that's
Pretty good
I
variable.
mean, either or, I guess.
So that doesn't
Right?
matter.
I don't know if it matters whether she's broke or whether she has a job. I think there is.
So she's entitled to his regular money?
Hold on, let me answer a question.
Wow,
real quick.
okay.
Hold on, let me answer. First of all, Dante, you don't have any money, so you don't need to worry about regular money. But to answer the question, regular money is if
Oh, what's regular money?
right, if you are a 6-figure dude, right, you make $300,000 a year. I'm just putting number. That's regular money. If you have $300 million, that's not regular money.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
to answer that
Shaq.
question.
Shit.
You went to like, is she like poor or is she?
No, I'm not asking if she's poor.
like-
I'm just saying she has an entitlement for the regular money to help.
What do you mean by
benefit her.
entitlement?
I'm saying, so why
What do you mean by entitled? Like she asked you to get her nails done? Like what do you mean by entitled?
you brought the question up?
I know, but you
of
changed
why-
it. So now
I didn't change it. I'm trying to answer your question or understand your question of why regular money is the flat line.
Well, I'm just trying to be clear, right? That when we're talking about this particular subset of gold digging, right? When we're talking about Shaq, I think that's a little different, and I think they're different, dealing with different women, right? I just want to be very clear about that. But there is, and we all on social media, we all go into these comments, right?
Okay.
So I'm not gonna say, I want to be clear that I'm not making this up, but there are regular conversations about women wanting y'all for y'all money, not y'all in particular, but y'all as a group. That women are coming after y'all for y'all money. They want y'all to give them $40 for your nails or whatever the case may be. That there is a concerted and active. What am I trying to say? I'm running out of words. That women are trying to come after y'all money. Is really what I'm trying to say. It is a concerted effort on women's behalf to come after y'all money. That's what I get from listening.
So
to
you're
some of the
asking
posts.
me why?
Well, I'm starting with you. We'll get to Javen in a second.
No. I'm just trying to get the root of it is why.
Why do you guys feel that way? Why do you feel that there's a concerted effort from women to come after y'all money?
Do women have an expectation for men to pay for or help accentuate or benefit their lifestyle?
Is that the answer?
That was the question.
I'm asking a question.
I mean, okay, so we're answering a question with a question. Is
Yes,
there an expectation? Sure. But there's always been an expectation. It was an expectation for your grandfather and your granddaddy, and they didn't.
So if it's not Shaq, but if it's a VP of diversity and inclusion that's making $150K, it's still the same expectation.
Okay.
So why would we not think that if you still have the expectation?
Why would we not think what?
Why would we not think that you would want to have some type of allegiance or expectation of our money if we're making $100K, $200K, $300K, $90K, and you still have the same expectation of us?
What, paying bills or like what? When we're saying expectation, what are we saying? Like, because I also want us to be clear. Like, buy us a car or
he just said upgrade your lifestyle. However you want to define it.
Okay. And that's
he says
what
always
I'm
been
saying.
there. He says always been there.
It has always been there. But why are we gold diggers now for doing what
It's
has
always
always
been
been
there.
indoctrinated? Yeah, but that's still.
It's always been there.
So we've
why would
always
it be
been
now
gold diggers.
if it's always been there?
So we've always been gold diggers. Is
You
what
just
I'm
said that you've always had
extrapolating.
the expectation.
So we've always been gold diggers. We all agree with
You a
that.
dirtbag. Answer the question.
No, I don't.
So I'll go.
No, I think it's.
Yes.
I think it's different. I think it was different
Yes.
when.
I want her to say
How?
When the,
because she said
I'm telling you why. When the laws and the rules set up for women were different and they couldn't hold jobs, couldn't have bank accounts, that type of stuff. That's a different type of hustle than what I think we're talking about right now. So
How?
to say my great grandmother was gold digging per se. I think grandma was surviving
I see what you're saying. Yeah, yes.
Why
Today-
don't you think the gold diggers are trying to survive?
because they not survive.
Like I don't understand.
Because gold dig, I need a new lashes and weave is not surviving. I'm saying grandma.
Well,
didn't
you're
have-
talking about survival. When I
talk-
think of survival, I think of food and clothes and shelter.
Great grandma.
And now
was
you all are talking
trying
about
to
upgrades
survive.
as well.
This is what I'm. That's why I'm making the delineation between the two. Great grandma was trying to survive.
She was also trying to move up.
She was trying to get out of daddy house by a certain age because daddy wouldn't have it anymore. She didn't have a lot of options.
Correct.
That's,
Just trying
women
to move
today
up.
have plenty of a plethora of options. So if you're using your options to raise your standard and now you want me to raise it as well, I'm not saying this didn't happen back in the day. What I'm saying is there's a difference between the options and the availability of options that great grandma had to what you have.
Okay, so if I'm understanding you.
So I'm making a difference between when you say they always go dig.
Okay.
Sure, if you want to use
No,
that
that
term,
was my
super,
question
yeah.
because he was
Super
saying
general,
Yeah.
super
you want to
broad.
upgrade your
I was being
lifestyle, and
political.
that's
Just to be fair.
always been the case. So are we saying that depending on a woman's circumstance will dictate whether she's a gold digger or not? So if we're taking somebody out of the projects who's poor, because you talked about your grandmother being poor, and right?
No. I said grandma didn't have options
If you're poor, you have
because
limited
you
options.
have options.
yes,
You have limited
You
resources.
but you have resources.
Yes.
But you have,
Great grandma didn't have any resources. Great grandma couldn't have a bank account.
so the lack of resources is what
I'm
makes
making
it
a
not gold
delineation
digger.
between what's gold digging and what's survival. I'm saying there's two different things. If you're poor, you can take out a student loan to go to college. You absolutely can do that. Great grandma could not.
Facts.
Those weren't options for her. To even
Those
go
are
to school was at a certain point.
With certain points, yes,
This-
you weren't
this-
allowed to go to school.
This
yes.
is what I'm. This the
That would put
distinction
you
I'm
in
making.
a different community of people as well. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
I'm not saying that
So-
that's the only distinction I'm making.
So okay, so
Right.
I love it.
Let's hear it.
I love it.
so what I'm getting
job,
from
Jess.
what you're saying is because women had limited access
None.
and resources.
No access
So
and or resources.
okay, great. So if you got with a woman from another country where women have no resources, she is then not a gold digger. So if you get a woman from the Middle East who have no rights, they cannot buy property, and I'm talking about in 2024.
I got you, yeah.
She cannot buy property, but she comes after you because she sees you have money and a lifestyle. She is not a gold digger.
Money and a lifestyle. She's coming after me to leave her circumstances.
Right.
But she's not going to come and live in your circumstances if you live like her. She's going to want to improve it just a touch.
But it.
What point are you trying to prove?
My
Like,
point is,
So you saying someone that has no
your
rights.
baseline exists now, and you can't. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do, but there are women still now who don't have resources, who can't own property, and who can't own bank accounts. And I challenge you that those women you would still consider gold diggers. I
well,
challenge
you
that.
know what?
I wouldn't.
Male or
I
private.
just wouldn't.
You would consider
Male or no, male or
that's
brides are
different.
basically in fucking servitude.
That's
basically.
completely different.
I think
I met a couple. They
I think
came
you're
up.
using the word gold digger in
Right.
the most broadest senses you can make it.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I'm
the
saying?
super
You
Then,
are making
okay,
this as
school me.
general
Then-
as anything.
Then
Like,
okay, then what is a gold digger?
even if a man now on your example
Mm-hmm.
who makes what she say 50K, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We done went off a little bit.
I didn't put any numbers on
Okay,
it.
whatever it is,
Regular money.
regular money. That's
Regular
what she
money,
said.
that's what
Regular
it is.
money.
Regular.
She said regular money. You know what I'm saying? We'll say gold digger. It's more so of a woman trying to use him for whatever he has.
What makes
Whoa, time out. You don't have to have $1 million to get or extract dividends from whoever is willing to give it to you.
okay?
So if I got 10K and I only get 10K a year, but I'm willing to give you 8, all you gotta do is just come over here and rub my feet.
Does that make me a gold digger? If I
That
take the
makes you
8K?
something.
Does that make
That
wait a
makes you
minute.
something.
Let me make sure I'm following.
That makes you
Let me
something.
make sure I'm tracking right.
That makes you something.
You have
If
10,000.
the
Wait a
understand,
minute.
if the understanding is that me and you are together, you know what I'm saying, and all you're doing is just extracting my funds until they're depleted. You know what I'm saying? And the look is, why is he with him?
Then I'm a gold digger.
You are a something.
David, I'm really trying to track.
You
right.
are something because you're
You're
trying.
not hearing this?
I'm just not a beneficiary. I don't
No, see,
understand.
but you're trying to define what a gold digger is.
Then tell me
Right.
what's a gold digger.
I'm saying
Apparently
people
someone
are
in the
using
Middle
that,
East with
they're
no
using-
rights
Everyone
and servitude.
No.
Everyone is
That-
using the
that was your
term.
definition. That's not
Everyone
mine.
is using the term as loosely as they can.
Now say that.
The person, what they really mean is a
take my
manipulator. Is someone who is clearly trying to take advantage of a situation.
Okay.
They're shortening it up and just saying gold digger, blatant statement. You know what I'm saying? But that's not to mean that they're wrong either. Don't try to play coy and now I'm dumb to not understand where that understanding would be coming from. You're trying to go into the most direct, literal understanding of what a gold digger was in whatever, 1970, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Where no, if you're trying to extract more resources from me than actually the balance the sheet, we have a problem here. You are whatever you want to call it.
Free Palestine.
This is your example. You tell me what it is.
No, whatever you want to call it.
So an opportunist, I like that word.
Okay,
So,
I like
yeah,
it.
I think
Opportunist.
opportunist is a good word. I think to your question, Sean.
Malika been on it.
She stay on it.
Yeah.
Circling back. Why are men? This was the original question. Why are men with limited resources?
I didn't.
I'm saying that. That's me.
I did not
She
say
just
that.
said-
I'm adding that. Why are men with
That's what
limited?
you wanted to say.
That's what you wanted to say. Why are
I
men
mean,
with
that's
limited
true. You do have
resources?
That's what you
Thinking,
wanted to
thinking
say.
women are gonna marry
That's
them
what
and
you wanted
divorce
to
them and
say.
take half their shit when they don't really have anything to take.
Irregular money.
Regular money. She's got it.
Irregular.
Irregular.
Yeah.
Irregular.
What's a regular?
Regular. Now we in
Like
my
a
sales
t-shirt?
getting fucking.
Like a t-shirt.
Like a t-shirt.
One sleeve this long, one sleeve this long. I think these are, in particular, this question, and I want to move on to another one. I think this in particular question speaks to the social media culture. I think a lot of folks just jump into these conversations, have these conversations. One, I think it's a protection mechanism. I think a lot of cats just are scared of relationships, not getting the ones they want, blah, 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 whatever it is. So it's she ain't getting in my pockets. Bro, your pockets ain't that deep, so let's not even worry about all that. And two, I think it's just a conversation that brothers like to have to, like, just be in the conversation, but they don't even really believe the shit they saying.
Jake, put up Tony Wells.
Now put up what Ern said. God damn, bro.
Simp gold digger rape.
Divorce.
God.
Oh, wow. Hey,
Ernest,
this what we doing, Tony?
What's going on?
Hey, bro. Wait,
why is everybody raping everybody? All right?
what is this?
What's wrong with you?
Why is everybody on the same line?
Hey.
You're a simp, you're a gold digger, you're a rapist. Like,
What is this?
Both of them the homies. And they
yikes. I only put that up
absolutely
because I always
hilarious.
think the pores is a hilarious
The
term.
pores.
The
The
pores.
pores. Shout out to Chris. Chris made that.
But anyway, back to what
Come on,
you
move
were
it
saying.
along. Move it along.
So what I got was, you all have a bit of an irrational fear. Just to
I think there is some irrationality of thinking that women are strictly after their dough. I do think there's some level of that, absolutely. But I think it's a protection mechanism.
I disagree, but it's fine.
No, just tell me why you
You
disagree.
already said it disagree. If you
Because
got
it's
10,000, I give
shown
you 8.
consistently that is not the case. It's
What's
shown. The understanding is no. This is the checklist that's needed to even get in the door. I am so happy I am not part of this generation and this whole
yeah, I see
culture
what
of
you're saying with
understanding,
Right.
especially
I
since
see
you
what you're saying
said
with that.
social media and this and that.
Yeah, I see
no,
what you're
no.
saying with that.
The idea is I'm gonna trump whatever I already saw, whether it's
That's fair.
I agree
real
with
or
that.
not. And when you get to someone like us, as far as men, 40 plus men, seeing what is actually needed to do, the pitfalls and the triumphs, it's like what you talking about don't make sense to me. And maybe that's just to me because I'm old.
Because you
I
older.
don't know. Here's what I will say. I don't know if that is a generational thing. Like, this is specific to this generation. Because if you think back to when you were 20, we were fucking stupid too. And some of our expectations were not in line with
But
what
y'all
we could
not
actually
stupid
get.
now because of life experience. The
That's
same
my
way
point.
that I'm saying.
That's my
no.
point. What I'm saying is this generation. What are we in? What's the name of this generation?
Z.
Whatever.
No, they-
Whatever
they-
we
yeah,
are.
Yeah, Gen Z.
The 20-somethings.
He like, we back on A,
And
goddamn
the-
it.
Ain't they B again or some shit?
The 20-somethings and the early 30-somethings, right? Their expectations are out of whack, mainly because of social media. But what I'm also saying is,
And the
I don't think
parents.
we were so different than them when we were in our 20s and early 30s. I think a
Well,
lot of our
well-
expectations was slightly out of whack until we went through life and said, "Oh,
Well,
shit."
check this out. I'm gonna show you
I'm gonna have to
where
realign
I'm gonna show
that a
you
bit.
where where I agree with you in a sense, and then it cuts off. Back in the day, and me and Clarence went to the same high school. Clarence graduated 1 year ahead of me.
Yep.
He will attest to what I'm saying here. In 1995, 96, 97, if you were to go to the Sybaris, if you had a Coogee dress, if you had this or that, dope. Those things were a certain dollar amount. What is asked and expected now is a continual drone. I know that because I'm actually in the high schools to actually hear it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no,
I agree with you.
I'm not going unless boom, boom, boom. And these dudes somehow figure this goofy shit out and probably fuck themselves up later in the future.
Shout out to the
for
large,
it. You know what I'm saying?
the large
I just
treat.
said that to show the difference
Iceberg.
where it is now.
I mean,
where
it's for
there was
sure.
actually a real cutoff then, like, shit.
That wasn't
If I
realistic.
do some overtime or whatever, I can get.
right.
But
Yeah.
now it's like, you know what I'm
Look,
saying?
I definitely think they have upped the ante, right, where they asking for
Absolutely.
fucking Birkin bags and shit, right? I'm definitely
Her
not
mama ain't
negating
got a
that.
Birkin bag. and
All
she a
I'm
nurse
saying is
practitioner.
the level
First lady
of
Maple and Ash.
the level of delusion to your right, Maple and Ash and whatever. The level of delusion is very similar to when we were young because we still wanted dumb shit. Like I was 16, wanted to do with a car. How many motherfucking dudes at 16 have a damn car? That's a really unrealistic
I like it.
expectation.
I like
at
it.
fucking
No,
16
I see
years
what you're
old.
saying. I like
Right?
it.
It's just we all are misaligned when we don't have no relationship experience.
My thing is, though,
Because I'm
Again.
sure when y'all was 16, y'all were like, I want a bitch that is.
I didn't want to.
I didn't want bitch. I wanted a woman.
see
I wanted a
everybody-
college
you see
student.
everybody just saying
We
that.
were
I
Morgan
want somebody
Park,
that looked like Little Kim
excellence,
or was fine
academia.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Holly
You know.
Berry, right?
I'll also
I
say
wanted
this.
light skinned Winnie Young shit.
Yes, you did. I'll say this too, and I should have added
Shut
this
up.
to my first. Because I
Go
do
ahead.
agree with you, Jay. I agree with you, Jay. I think to my earlier point, I should have added this too. I think that brothers just want to be liked for who we are, and we are tired of this checklist thing for you to even get to who I am at the heart of me. So when we're saying we worried about her doing this and her doing that, we are to an extent. But what we really are saying is that we're tired of feeling like we're.
That's all you are.
Yeah, that we're.
I think that's fair.
Whatever's attached to our wallet is who we are, and we're more than our wallets,
Or
ladies.
whatever we can do.
Yeah.
Whatever we
Right.
can do, that's what we're attached to. We're doers. Well, can you do this? Can you do this? Okay, now my eyes are open. But,
Yeah.
ma'am, who are you? You know what I'm saying?
Look, I think that's fair. What I would challenge men
I'm
on,
17.
right?
I'm too young to be a provider. What
what
the
the
fuck?
fuck are we talking about? I work at Jewel.
Right.
Nigga, I stay with my mama.
But do you see these titties? What are you gonna do for these titties?
We all live this life.
I'm still on
We
my
all
parents'
solid.
insurance.
Stop it.
I don't have my parents' insurance. I don't have my
You know what I'm saying? You know,
I think that's fair. I think that's right. I think men have gotten to a point where it's like, I want to be seen more than what I can provide. What I would challenge men on is, you guys have to start leading with that, right? Who you actually are versus starting off with what you have and what you do. And
so
all this
you
other
want
stuff.
us to tell the truth?
We're circling back to that. Get out my damn
You
face.
can just answer the question. Don't divert.
I mean,
Don't deflect.
I would hope you would tell the truth at the beginning.
Let me ask you this. Sean, and I want to keep us moving.
Yes.
When you originally, and not maybe you specifically, but I'm sure you do this as well. When you originally meet a guy,
Yeah.
what are one of the first 5 questions you ask him?
Again, I'm not the right person. For this.
No.
So
But be honest. I think if you're being honest,
I am not a person who on a first date
That's
drills
what I'm
them.
saying.
But the first couple of things I want to know is
What's your love language?
what? No.
right?
If you were married, why are you no longer married? What happened?
Okay, well, I was never married.
I want to know what your relationship is with your family and your children.
This is the second question you asked.
What about Jesus?
I don't
No,
have
no, no.
children. I
I
don't
What
have
about
children.
relationship with God?
I just.
I don't have
Are
children.
you asking me my questions? Or
No, I'm saying I'm giving you. I don't have children. Boom. Let's make it real simple. Keep going.
I'm kind of light. I really just want to understand how you think. So I'm going to ask you questions about that are going to tell me
That's
about.
why I said that you specifically. Most
is
women.
why I said don't ask me these questions.
I specifically said that you specifically.
If you
and
want to
know
talk
what you
about a
said.
woman, you want to know, have you been married? What happened there? Because you want to gauge if they are willing to get married again, right? You do want to understand what they do for a living because you want to know how much
Boom.
money they
Let's
make.
stop there.
It's true.
Let's
Yeah.
stop there. Let's stop there. That's all I'm saying. Done.
What you do for a
That's
living?
all. That's all I was saying. You can't tell us to leave with other things if one of the first 2 things you're worried about is what I do for a living.
Yes, I can. You can choose.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay, all right.
Hey,
I
wait.
have said this on shows before. Somebody is going to have to be the person who's going to have to change how relationships work, right? Somebody, it's going to have to be.
But it
men
has
or
to be the
women.
woman?
It's going to have to be the men or the women, right?
Okay.
Now
How
I'm
do
sitting here.
relationships work?
Earn, you on one. What are you drinking tonight, bruh? I want whatever you got.
It's
Jesse?
a lot of fun.
No, Earn.
Somebody has to
Earn
take
the homie though.
No,
So-
I fuck with Ernest.
Somebody is going to have to take the initiative to change what we're learning at the beginning. Somebody's going to have to take the initiative. I'm sitting in a room full of men, so I'm directing at you. If I was sitting in a room full of women, I would direct it at them. But everybody needs to take some, and shout out to Clarence, accountability and how they contribute to this. And if you want things to be different, you in fact have to be different.
Wait, time out.
Period.
Men can sit there and raise their hand and say, I see where I went wrong at in this understanding. Let me adjust this right here. Hey,
That's all I'm saying.
Whoa, time out. Hey, peep what you done just did. You know what I'm saying? Let's come back to the table. What we have seen is ladies say, I didn't figure nothing out. Did you get all that in order?
Okay. I don't think I've. Okay.
Hey, you can't make this up. Hey, you know what? Don't worry about it, y'all.
Come on, let's
Shout out
move
to
along.
Morris.
Let's move along.
Don't
I'm
worry
gonna let
about
you do this because you
you
really
can't
were
even make
enjoying
this
that
up.
question.
I do. Come on, fellas. So let's talk about this.
Morris.
Moore's.
it. Can't make it up.
This is probably the first time y'all been drinking in unison ever on the show. It's kind of
We got to do better about that. Types of women that we have access to. So the question is why. I think the premise of this question is, if we're really getting to the root of it, why do we think we can get women that are outside of our weight class? And not by weight class, I do not mean weight. I mean,
Yeah, we're not talking about
yeah,
size.
like we see. I'm trying to think of a black woman now that's popular. Give me somebody. I'll always default
Meg
to
Thee
Halle
Stallion.
Berry.
Meg Thee
Meg Thee
Stallion.
Stallion. We see Meg Thee Stallion out of the spot, and we think we got a realistic shot at Meg Thee Stallion because that's how
Probably
we're
do,
built.
because Tory Lanez and I'm sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, so why is it that why are men delusional in who we think we can pull?
So the idea is that it sounds good, and honestly, there may be some truth in that understanding, but that is nothing that you can blanket across people.
Why? That's the whole point of this show.
I'm doing my best not to use the words that you told me not to use.
No,
Okay?
what about it?
No. I don't want to do that. The idea is, okay, you are who you are. What that does that mean that I'm not confident enough in myself to at least shoot my shot? Men shoot their shot. Women don't shoot their shot. Women bat an eye and take a drink and hope that you saw that shit. And if you don't, you know what? That's your fucking loss. So it's real fucked up to hear women be like, well, ma'am,
Just
slow
so
down.
you know, I didn't ask the question.
So what you really want is to be able to turn down more men.
That is not the point of this question, Jamin. Not even close. That is not
Okay.
the point of this
Wait,
Hold on.
David just shot his shot at this question.
Hold on.
It missed
So,
miserably.
can-
Oh my
okay.
God.
Come on, Clarence.
So I'll say that I'm a person that believes that there is no such thing as levels. But what I will say is that part of, I guess, the mentality that you speak of, when it comes to men, I'll say in general, you know,
Whole point of the show.
whatever,
To generalize.
but I'll say some. But we have a thing within us that not just our self-esteem, but our confidence.
Mm-hmm.
We learn early because from the time we're like teens, we're shooting shots.
Yes.
And we've dealt with rejection. By the
Yes.
time
Yes.
by the time you're 17, 18,
You know what
you
no
dealt with
sounds
so
like.
many
Yes.
you know what no sounds
You
like.
know what it sounds like.
But we also learn to not attach those no to our not just our self-esteem, but also our confidence in ourselves.
We're not wearing it
Okay.
on our sleeve. It happens
So-
to move around.
It's interesting. Okay.
There is also a level of personal growth that men have, or that we have, when it comes to thinking of like what I am now. I got a 5-year plan, 10-year plan, 20-year plan of what I'm gonna be able to accomplish. So what I am now isn't what I'm going to be in whatever.
No, all day.
So when it comes to dealing with the opposite sex or people we're going to engage with or, you know, try to shoot our shot with, there is no level to say, oh, yeah, this woman is, oh, she works at this company or she's this. I never can match her because I know I have confidence in myself and I also know that I have a plan for what I'm going to be.
Right.
So 5 years from now, 10 years from now, whatever level you perceive to be on, I'm going to be that and beyond. And with society putting so much weight on the, I guess you could say, the status quo of men to be providers, we have that internally in us to say, okay, well, whatever we do, we got to be able to have a
Maintain,
foundation for
yes,
whatever
sir.
we're going to do.
Yes, sir.
So there's no level of like, it's almost like self-defeated to say, oh, yeah, I can't get with her because she is a...
Makes no sense. So with that said,
Oh, she fine and I ain't.
right?
right.
She just look good.
She fine.
It
She
makes
passes
no
out
sense.
bottles at the...
I mean, she could be fine in an actress. She could be a fine in a trillionaire.
She could be fine and she could be a CEO of her own company. That doesn't mean that I'm going to sell myself short
Nope.
on the fact that,
I'm shooting shots.
yeah, because I mean,
Kobe.
what I can provide. Okay, maybe if she has like a completely red line of like I need someone that's just only going to financially support me and that's it. That's one thing. But emotional support,
Right.
comfort, protection, all the other things that men can provide.
Right.
If I have that, then whatever her status is, like what you do isn't what you are, who you are.
I'm glad you said that. So I can ask you this: those ladies
calling
that are
bullshit, by the way.
that are 6-figure earners or this or that, but don't have someone that they want to call their own, and they're on public broadcast letting that known. How come those 6-figure earners don't want them? Why do you think, as a woman's perspective?
Wait,
Just
ask
going
me
off
that
what he
question
just
again.
said.
Why-
Ask my question
and how
again.
come their baby daddy work at AutoZone? I'm sorry.
Oh my God. We went a full full 40 minutes without any whataboutisms, and the whataboutisms just coming left and right. All right, I'm calling bullshit. Because I think there was something important in what Clarence said. I think there was something important in what Clarence said. All that shit about levels and 20-year plan, while I appreciate it, I don't think that has anything to do with that. I do think
my dreams.
To your initial point, right? I think because
she's making the point. I love
suffered so much rejection in your teenage years, you guys get to a point where you don't feel like anybody's out of your league.
Nope.
So you have built up so much fucking Teflon that nobody's out of your league. You just start shooting your shot who you want to.
So I'm gonna go on what you're saying. Yeah. If I've been shooting since I was 7 years old,
right.
coach to let that thing go, I'm supposed to stop because
that's Javen. That's Javen.
I'm trying to get understanding.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. What I said was
shout out to Legion.
Because you guys have had so much rejection at an early age, you all have built up, and I'm going to go back to this topic at hand, right? You've built up so much confidence that you all have, there is nobody out there that you all are afraid to talk to.
Okay.
And there is a level of delusion in that I actually kind of respect.
How is that delusion?
Why is there delusion? That's what I'm saying.
But it's okay. I have no problems with people being confident.
Do you?
Because you would go up to somebody like, did you know you should have no?
Jeff
like
Bezos. Jeff Bezos' ex-wife was with a school teacher.
Facts.
That's because she was with Jeff Bezos. He probably got on her fucking nerves. She was like, I need somebody less.
But she went to a school teacher.
Time out. Right. What she just said.
Billion.
What she just said.
I mean, I don't know. Look, that's fair. But all I'm saying is, and I can appreciate this. This is not even a level of delusion I hate y'all for. I actually wish women had the same level of delusion where it don't matter what the fuck. No. It don't matter who y'all put in front of y'all. No matter how gorgeous, rich, level of wealth, access. Y'all like, I can maybe get that bitch. I know I'm saying bitch. They not saying that.
Why wouldn't we?
Like, first of all, women are not bitches.
Can we say that, please?
Women are very...
You are queens and deserve the crowns you wear.
You know,
y'all like...
Serfdom does exist, but
is better than bitch,
there's still a level of... Yeah,
I mean, everybody has people they have access to and people that they don't. But you all do not...
Here we go, Sean.
First of all,
go on, Clarence.
I'm just going to say, for me, people that know me know I'm in spaces all the time.
I like it.
And the stuff that I've seen that I can't even really discuss because I'm just not that type of person. But there is no reason why someone should sell themselves short on anything.
No one.
Yeah.
Anything. Whether it's Chicago, Vegas, LA, Dubai, whatever. If you want someone, you have an attraction to them and you have a conversation with them and you get to know them and you have like-minded goals and interests, that's the core of what it takes to build something.
Right.
Not everybody looks at it as just like, oh yeah, you broke, you're not gonna be on that level. There are people who look for someone that has a down to earth mentality, that has a regular mentality to offset what they deal with.
No, I agree with you.
So there's no way for me to say as a guy you should just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna subvert myself and I'm just gonna deal with it. I'm on this level.
Let me be clear.
Here.
I'm not saying you all should. I'm actually saying women should take more of that on. So I appreciate this level of delusion that you guys have.
That delusion?
It is delusion.
That's not, but it's not. I think that's the point, Sean.
It's delusional.
It's not delusional.
But that's okay.
Let me ask you this. Would you say that more unattractive men, and this is all relative, unattractive men are with attractive women, or more attractive dudes are with unattractive men?
That was dope. Because you can't lie on this one. It shows it.
Jermaine Dupri?
The numbers are there. Tyrone Hill.
No, really.
Wait a minute.
Really?
Wait a minute.
No, stop. Don't get cut off on that. Answer
Do
the question.
I think it's more
in general,
ugly men?
I didn't say ugly. If you walk around the streets, if you walk around the streets, I'm asking, are you more prone to see a man that is less attractive than his woman? He could still be attractive, but he's less attractive. Or a woman that's less attractive than a man?
Buddy from the West Side with the buck shot.
What happened?
In general.
I mean, I guess I would say definitely the former but not by like a large margin. Yeah,
but it's
the former.
It's the former. So, and I say that to say that men, and we've already said the hunters, we shoot our shot, blah 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 blah. Plus, let's put this out there too. If I see a great looking chick in the club or whatever, that might be better looking than me. I'm probably not thinking long term with anyway. I'm trying to shoot my shot to see if I can hit. Listen, hold on before you get all. What I'm saying is,
I'm not saying. Okay.
What I'm saying is, just because she's better looking than me, just because she's better, has more money than me or whatever, that does not put her out of my league.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
That's
You
not
apply?
Let's
just,
answer the question with a
How
question.
Now, do pump it. Now, hold on.
Let me
Hold
just
on, wait,
ask
hold on, wait.
Because you all keep asking why.
Wait.
Let
Let me say this too. If the dude is pumping gas at sicko because he ain't got no job, pumping your gas, and he want to shoot a shot at you,
So no.
okay.
It's
Now
already
we're talking
no.
about a wild ass gap.
We're not talking. No, but according to y'all, it don't fucking matter.
It don't. He should shoot a shot.
It don't matter.
He
If
might
I got
catch you with a
$1 billion,
he
he
might
got a penny. It don't matter.
he might catch you with a vulnerable moment.
She only mess with people that work at BP.
He got to pump his
Actually,
gas.
ExxonMobil, because I got my
there you go.
rewards
No,
there.
they ain't
you go.
paying none of us. Hey,
Here's my one question, and we can move on to the
Go
women
ahead.
Go ahead.
activities, right? If a person is applying for a job that they have no experience for, ain't did it a day in their life, and they still apply for it, would you not consider them delusional?
No, because they could.
No.
Y'all a fucking lying ass.
No.
But
You
okay,
know-
that's cool.
You know how people out here have lied on their resumes?
No, I know.
Or did what they had to do to get the job, and then they know that the job's going to train you for whatever you got to do anyway.
There's a level of, and I'm not even saying delusion
There's
in a
a
bad
level
way.
of delusion
There's
in
a
that?
there's a
What you're
level.
saying though is that these guys have never hit out,
No.
have never went outside their weight class.
No.
And I'm sure they have.
All I'm saying is
That's what
all I'm
you
saying
the
is,
comparison you just made.
Yes.
That's where you're trying to go.
Yeah, no.
with that.
You don't keep
Ma'am,
applying to
that's
jobs
not
if you
how
ain't
that
got
works.
you done got a job or two.
Yes,
Which
that's
is why
not
you
how
keep applying
that
for
works.
But you have to have
I'm not
a
applying
level
for
of,
CEO of Google. Just saying.
But there has to be.
Look, Errol, look at a dude. That's a bad example. That's
Bad
what I'm saying.
example.
It's not. It's
It
absolutely
is.
not.
It is.
We talk
It
about
is.
this all the time. How? Because y'all don't like it?
You have to ask them.
No.
Maybe. I don't care.
But yeah, go ahead.
All I'm saying is, in order to even apply yourself to something that you know nothing about, probably have no business doing, maybe on some level or another, and still go after it, you have to have a level of confidence and kind of delusional, right? That you could even pull that shit off. That's
not
all I'm
delusion.
saying.
It's confidence.
Y'all really hate that
Confidence
word.
and losing
I'm
too
sorry.
much.
Y'all really
Maybe
hate that word.
maybe you're saying irrational confidence.
Yeah, you
Maybe.
Perfect example.
I
So
mean,
that's-
if y'all wanna, if we wanna, now wait a minute.
Who was the previous president?
Y'all talked about flowery language at the beginning of this conversation.
Yes, ma'am.
Why we gotta have flowery language? Why can't
No,
we
that's not
just
what we
tell
said.
the truth?
What
I'm telling the truth.
what
Why
I'm
can't
telling
we
you
just
is-
say,
what I'm telling
you know
you
what,
is-
Chantel?
All right.
Yeah, there's a
There-
level
there's-
of delusion
let me put this into perspective. There are dudes that come into the game. Talking about basketball. They come into the game and they not Kobe, they not Michael Jordan, they not Dwayne Wade, they not none of these people, right? But they come into the game and they are supposed to be heaters, right? They get a heat check. If they hit a couple of threes, you get to stay out there. If you don't, your ass come back to the bench.
Since the bench.
That's right. You're back to the bench, right?
Yeah.
But they keep getting jobs and they keep getting a chance to do this because every now and again they hit 3 threes in a row and they think they can do it all the time. That's a rational confidence. You're not gonna do it all the time. A lot of these dudes in the league, at least for stints.
Nate Robinson.
Yeah, I think most dudes have what you're saying is a rational confidence, but they only got it because they didn't hit a couple of threes in their lifetime. My man's
Maybe.
pulled a few.
And we
Wait,
applaud.
time out. You said maybe,
And
but
we
maybe.
applaud this.
All I'm saying is,
If my man
I
got a
think
good
we're all
job,
saying the
and
same
he's not
thing,
qualified, but
I
he
think
steps up
think
to the
we're all
plate,
being a little
and he
reactive by the
proves that he's
word.
worth it. I'm applauding him. Like, man, not only did you achieve this, but now you show and prove that you belong.
Indeed.
Because they would have denied you based on something that's superficial. And superficiality is why
Y'all
If
do
you gonna
realize
train
I'm
me
not.
anyway,
I'm not.
why the
we
fuck
just-
do
we
I
just
gotta
talking.
know anything
was
about
talking.
any of
Y'all
this
just
shit?
really
I only
don't
got to
like that
win
word.
once, and then I think I can do it
All right.
every time.
Y'all really hate that word. It's fine, even though that's the title of the show. But
That's
it's
not
okay.
what we
All
want.
right.
Uh-huh.
Do we want to do this last? one?
Absolutely, we got to finish it up.
Why are y'all? I'm scared to ask you a question.
Why?
I'm not even gonna lie.
I've been very calm.
He has been.
You have been calm. You just some of your.
Your
Maybe
respo-
I'm just not.
No, your responses have been a little,
little hard
to
track,
follow,
like,
but
what?
but you've been good.
All right, we know. Girls trips. There seems to be like this belief that girls are going on these trips,
Having sex.
having a bunch of debauchery. Like we just have like endless threesomes, like for 3 days.
Naked pillow fights.
Or when women in the shower room, right? You all are also under the belief that we just walk around naked, like
In what? In the gym?
in like the gym, yeah.
No, we
No,
hope.
that's
We
correct.
hope.
We're in there
It's more
taking
of a-
showers together.
we hope that's
That
what's
part
happening.
ain't
Optimism,
correct, but the rest of that was correct. But
Right. I mean,
Ladies,
there's some.
ladies definitely undress in front of other ladies. Like,
Yes,
mean,
but,
you can't help
but why do y'all? Why
men don't.
What do you?
Yeah, we
Well, at least
where?
we at least try not to.
Yeah, we really don't.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So why do we
And
think
if it
that
happens,
women
it's-
are?
Why
if
you
it
all
happens,
under
it's an
the
anecdotal story.
And
impression?
it's a quick advert.
Right. Yeah. Like,
Why are you all under the impression when women go away
Mm-hmm.
that it's just a debauchery? It's just a shit show of sex and
Cause y'all hoes.
fucking.
Well, you know what? To piggyback on what he just said.
that is not the point to
No,
piggyback
no,
off
watch
of.
this, watch
No.
this, watch this.
oh.
Most girl trips are plus 3,
Tulum.
4, 5, 6, this and that.
Puerto Rico. Dubai. Tulum.
You definitely not going to Dubai fucking on motherfuckers. You might get arrested.
Tulum shit. If my girl
Yep.
is an angel,
Okay.
I know these 2 devils that she's going with, and these other 3 that are marginal, that are gonna go with the flow of whatever's gonna go.
Okay.
Okay.
But how did we land at women fucking everybody in sight while they?
Well, no. You're going too far. You're going too
I
far.
always take it too far. That's my shtick.
So let me bring you back. It's not fucking everyone in sight. It's more so with this understanding, you are more susceptible to bullshit.
Okay.
And it's okay because you're not at home.
Yeah, but why do you all
And
believe?
everybody doing it.
But why
Why-
do you think?
you want me to
because,
tell you why we
yes,
believe
why do
it?
y'all
Because
believe
Dexter-
that?
Because women say it and put it on the fucking internet.
Yep.
They say it and put it on the fucking internet. So you want me to not believe what the motherfucker is saying? Because of you feel otherwise?
They went to Jamaica and met
What the fuck
Dexter,
you mean?
Dexter St. John.
Dexter St. John.
I saw the baby girl flat out said, no bra can go with me unless she hoeing. Because when we
I
get
love
out
this.
here, we knocking it down.
I love this so
I have yet to
much.
see no video of man be like, hey, no, you know what? Hey, we gonna go to the All-Star weekend. Hey, unless they about to pull about 2 or 3, I ain't. That ain't even understanding. Y'all broadcast the same shit that y'all be arguing about, which makes no sense.
Hey girl, why your baby speak patois? Dada.
Let me make sure I'm following right. Because people put it on the internet, that makes it true. Javen, is that what I'm understanding?
Because the women putting on the internet makes it true. Is that what? Wait.
That was my question.
No, I want to make sure your question is correct.
My question is, according to you, because
Women
it's on the
put it on the
internet, it's
internet.
true.
Because women put
Then
it on
it's
the
true.
internet, then it's true.
Okay.
No.
You do.
I want you to say.
No.
No.
All I'm gonna say is when I come back and say y'all motherfuckers put on the internet, don't say no. We did.
Show me.
There's plenty of videos of
Show
motherfuckers.
me. You got a
I was
computer
just
right
watching
there.
Black
one.
men don't cheat, so
Man, get out of here.
Don't you?
Check this out.
I'm about to blow
Check
up
this
your
out.
fucking inbox of that shit.
That's fine.
Just wait.
Sweetheart sat there and said the same shit that you saying right now.
Which is what?
On the side of when a man said it, it don't happen like that. We were texting each other.
that's a
we
real
were
ass
in the
Jamaican
inbox,
Marcus.
and I
That's official Jamaican Marcus.
Yeah, Dave, what up, Dave?
And Cole live. And Cole too. Cole live that now.
I backed out of the demo, and the first thing I saw.
Das Clot.
Put up Mark's joint up there. I must say that yes, I have. I have benefited from the girl trip bullshit.
Yeah,
I
dog.
gotta throw my hand up.
No.
Of course, there are some women who are gonna do it.
Wait, see, this is what I'm saying. Y'all protect each other to a fault.
You know, I've been on girls trips, right? I've been on lots of girls trips. You know that, right?
So wait, what's the question? The question is why do we think?
I'll go back here.
What's the question? What's the
The
question?
question is why do y'all
Yeah.
believe that? And
Believe that
according to
what?
Javid,
Believe what?
that women are just fucking nonstop on. Yes, I'm
What was
taking
her
it
name?
too far.
So what time did y'all
What
have
was her
Bible?
name?
What time
What
did
was her
y'all have
name?
Bible study?
Right.
Who said it?
Well,
Okay, I guess we gonna take it too far. Okay, I see you. I see you. I got it.
Leviticus.
can I ask you something? You say you've been on girls trips.
Yes.
The last girl trip you went on, how many went? Roughly.
Went on a trip or went?
Four. No, wait. We gonna get there. About four or five.
Four.
3, 4, 5.
Four.
We take you out of that, and they say.
How did I get out of it? Apparently, I'm in there fucking too.
No.
You were on a
Oh
trip.
wow! Look at
Come on.
You see what I'm
See, I
saying?
see-
dude?
Come on. So
Come on.
4 people.
Spirit Airlines.
I'm there for.
In okay, fine.
Far
put
too
yourself
bougie for
back in.
Spirit.
In that 4,
Yeah.
there's not one that is on just that understanding. I'm out of town. I'm about to live. I'm about to do whatever. Whatever I do here has no bearing on once I get back to the States.
Good point.
No. Not wait, let me just be clear. Let me be clear. Is she on the way down to wherever the fuck we going? Like, I'm on this bullshit. Whatever I get into. No.
She
Now-
got to say it out loud.
Once you get there, and let you know, or you see actions that
she didn't say it out
that
loud.
show exactly what this person is on.
Like when
That
she
don't happen.
Like when she goes to the
That don't happen?
concierge, she asks the concierge, "Where do you get Plan B?"
I definitely no. That's absolutely not happening, Clarence. Absolutely
That was
not.
awesome, Clarence.
No.
I ain't gonna hold
No.
you. That was.
Concierge like, we have it behind the counter, man.
No.
No,
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 I'm
to,
sorry.
to the question.
No,
you
not
went
even the
before.
Plan
Did
B,
any
you
of
know what I'm
was any of the 4 like whatever happens here? I'm not saying they said it
No,
verbally.
nobody's saying
I'm not saying they said it verbally. But their actions say, if I meet the guy at the club and it goes down, it's cool. I'm not saying they say it out loud.
I mean, sure.
That's what we're saying. That's the point. You trying to make it all. They don't say I'm out here to hoe. We're not saying they saying that. What we're saying is when they get out there, they let their hair down.
But they also go there, drink, have a good time, and come home the same way they
We're not
left.
saying it's always.
Can't be the same way they love it. They get rammed in by.
That's my point. that's my entire point.
Rain versus go.
Time to fuck out. Don't let
That's my
them fool
point.
you. Oh no! Get your ass out of
I'm
here,
not saying that it
dog.
happens every time. What I am saying though, what I
It
will
happens
say,
sometimes. Sure.
it happens sometimes, and it would happen more often if they met somebody that would make it want to make it happen. That don't always happen on the trip.
Right.
I mean, if that's what you on, sure, maybe.
If that's
And
what
maybe
you
it would
want.
happen more often. I don't know.
That's the point.
I guess
don't
what
think-
I'm also trying to let you guys know is that kind of stuff is not. It's kind of rare. It's not. I mean, unless you in that girl group, there are girl groups where that's where they operate.
Then why would we not think that if they're girl groups,
if
that
it happens.
You make the
See,
point.
I was about to.
I just waited for
you know
that to
what?
come out. I just wanted to wait for that to come out.
I'm going to not whataboutism here.
But
Thank
you
you.
do
I'm
it
gonna
for
let
Thank you.
it. I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
let it go.
Thank you. You can't do it because we're not talking about us right now.
Man.
That's why I said I'm not
Okay,
gonna.
so-
Notice how I stop myself.
Thank you.
But I'm getting hit with
We're
whatever.
not, no, we're not. What about it? So what I'm saying
Wow.
is, I don't think that men think every time girls go on a girls trip,
No, not every time.
everybody's out there hoeing. That's not what we're saying.
Depending on where you go.
That's not what we're
If it's
saying.
Jamaica, it's for sure
When
on.
you go to Singapore, they strict. You know.
You go to Dubai, it's definitely not on and popping. But Jamaica, it's a wrap.
Tulum, Dominican Republic.
What we are saying,
Gary,
though,
Indiana.
is what we are saying. is
Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana Dunes. What we are. what
Who
we
are y'all? Who are
Wisconsin
y'all
Dells.
talking to?
What we are saying though is that if what we are saying though
Great
is,
America, they
that's
busting
not,
it down.
That's not overnight most of
It
the
depends on if the eagle going forwards or backwards.
If they going backwards, they going.
Yeah, you know.
They going.
Y'all are ignorant.
So what we are saying though is that we know it happens. A lot of us have benefit from it happening. So, but to be frank, in my book, I never worry about it because if my girl wanna do whatever she wanna do, she can do that shit right here. She ain't gotta fly out of town to make that happen.
Then that'd be kind of my point. You ain't gotta go nowhere for that.
I ain't too worried about it.
Wow, Javen.
I missed the
Already?
music post.
Because you act like
I don't
environment
pick
don't
R&B
matter.
songs because goddamn, y'all.
Men
Does
don't give a
environment
fuck
matter?
about environment. Men fucking cars.
You don't think who are they fucking in the cars, Javen? You don't.
Okay, no, time out.
who they fucking in the car.
Hey.
My
I
point
ain't
is they
wanna
don't
say-
give a fuck
Hey,
too.
park in the back of Shoney's real quick.
Let's see what happens.
My point is, to Javen's point, men don't need an excuse to fuck around.
But
Neither
y'all
do
do.
women.
Y'all
I
will
don't
fly
think
away.
women-
Women don't need
I don't
an
think they- I
excuse.
don't
Yes,
think
you do. That's why you don't tell the truth.
Are we back there now?
Yes, we back to us full circle.
Full circle.
Well, actually,
I
we
love it.
never said that women don't tell the truth, but it's fine.
Okay, so what do you do on
Do women
vacations?
tell the truth?
What do you do on vacations?
Me, I fucking nap, honestly, but
What do your friends do on vacations?
drink
And what?
and drink
And what else?
Okay.
and drink. Shit, the
This
fuck.
is great. Hey,
And drink.
hey, you got it, Brian.
Sounds beneficial.
No, I think I mean to your point, Javen, I think when women do go out of town and they on that, I think they have that. I don't think they get convinced once they're out of town. Like, oh well, I'm here now. My girl is fucking, so maybe it might as well. I think they go with full intention, knowing that if I meet the right dude at the right time, it's gonna go down.
No, agree.
And I think most of them, when they go out of town, most girls' trips are probably a lot of champagne and giggly and beaches and bullshit.
I believe that too.
So
Yes.
I go
Cool.
51-49. That's
it's
usually
also
how they are.
different.
That 49 is
That
strong
little-
though.
that little
That
margin, that's
49
like
is strong,
but that
boy.
margin,
That's
It's
like
a little
margin.
bit different when you're 22 going on a girl
I was
trip,
just about to say that.
and you 48.
I was just about to say that.
I think that is a fair analysis. You probably on more bullshit. Well, wait.
You're more on
That's what you
bullshit
should
when you-
take it. Let me take that back.
No, exactly.
You
'cause
may be on the
already
same
know.
level
You already know where I'm
bullshit.
going. You
At
know I'm
22
going.
and 42,
Especially
you
after you
could be
get
the same.
divorced. You ready? It's all that popping.
You may be the
We gonna
same.
see what this Freaknik documentary lit out.
Oh,
Our people are y'all. I wasn't there, so I'm definitely not gonna show up. Are y'all scared? Y'all gonna show up on camera?
I'm excited. I hope they see me. I hope they call my ass.
I plead the fifth on the.
We gonna see Clarence in the background taking pictures.
No, I don't. You know, I
I just
don't.
got a Polaroid.
Nope.
He'll be waving in the.
If I didn't shoot the documentary, I wasn't there.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in. We done went all over the map and around. I appreciate
That's
the
how we
conversation.
normally
That's
do.
what we do. Javen, Clarence, appreciate you. Sean, as always, great show.
With no closing remarks.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. We about to run over, so I don't want to. But yeah, we talked about so much. I don't even know how to close that one on closing remarks.
Well, we can start with. I don't know.
Any final thoughts, Clarence, on any of this? Anything you want to touch on? Final thoughts.
My final thoughts are: men are not delusional, and this was very entertaining.
Whole point of the show.
No. I echo his sentiments because men have never been delusional. We got to deal with bullshit. we was raised to deal
That's why
with
you can't be
bullshit.
delusional because you got too much bullshit out
No,
there.
we was raised to deal with the understanding of no. Women are delusional because they don't understand what no fucking means.
Okay, that's wrong, but great.
They don't like it. And then they say, well, my reaction ain't supposed to benefit you. Yeah, all right.
And we're the emotional ones.
No, we don't care. We gonna drink beer.
Salute to Morris.
We're
to Morris.
we're the emotional
Salute
sex.
to
We gonna drink beer.
Shout out to Damon. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Sherrod.
Got it.
The team.
Final thoughts.
Y'all are delusional, but it's cool. I'm not saying delusion like a bad thing. It is what it is. Everybody has a level of.
It's a good thing.
It is in some cases. Like I pointed out, the fact that y'all shoot y'all shot at whoever y'all want.
That's confidence.
Okay, we don't like the word. I got it. We want a more flowery word. It is. What's the word that you use?
Irrational.
Rational confidence.
Yes.
Irrational. Actually, I said irrational.
Irrational confidence. Delusion. But no, I don't think delusion has to be a bad thing. And I think I would encourage men to kind of not take it the word so personally. But I would say men are not. I'm a whataboutism real quick. Men are not less delusional than women. I think you all are equally as delusional. But that's okay. That's what Facebook is for, so we can share our delusions together.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, y'all can rub your hands all day and night. I don't care.
So, final words. So, I think what we unearthed here in this conversation today is I think that women think. I swear, this is what I'm saying. I think, I'll rephrase. People think that men feel a certain way because of a very minute amount of chatter on different social media platforms, usually from the same specific dudes saying these different things. I think broadly we have a way better understanding of our priorities, our goals, our boundaries than what is portrayed in the social media landscape. But that doesn't make for great conversation, right? So
It makes you
It's far
shit.
more fun to argue.
yeah, it's far more
bullshit.
it's far more fun to debate it and argue it, much like this show. So I think that we not that I won't say we get misunderstood, because we do perpetrate some of this. Like, we do put it out there for folks' content and to be eaten and consumed. But I think for the most part, men have a realistic expectation of themselves and of our female counterparts, and we play the role on social media mainly to start shit and talk shit. That's what I think.
So it's all fake.
It's not all fake. I think there's a little piece of us that believes all of it, just a smidgen, but we might not. We might play it up in conversation for the sake of the conversation. Not all of us, just some of us. Anyway, I don't think Javen agrees, and I love that he does. Hey, y'all, appreciate you watching another great episode. We will be back next week. We haven't decided on a topic yet. We'll figure it out. Oh, what are we doing next week?
I forgot. It's
Come on,
there
Nick.
somewhere.
Oh,
It's in my
if you gotta
book.
pull, that's all right. Don't
That's
worry
fine.
about it. Tune in. We're gonna be talking about some craziness. I'll holler at you then. Have a good rest of the week, y'all.
In his own podcast. 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 In his own